Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing on today? I am super duper excited because we are hanging out with Gabrielle Landi, guys. She's back. Remember, she came and hung out with us for Falling for her clients, and now we are. It was a book in between there, but the next book is Falling for His Fake Girlfriend. And guys, let me tell you, Gabrielle came out with all the tropes. Okay, we talk about is Christmas. There is forced proximity. There is best friend's brother. It's a Christmas wedding. All of that good stuff that we're going to talk about on today. Gabrielle, welcome back to the cafe, my friend. Introduce yourself to the people.
Thanks for having me. I'm so glad to be back here. I am Gabrielle, and I am a sweet small town romance author. I have been writing since I was 15 years old, and I have finally started publishing now that I've gotten through all of those really bad practice novels. So I have 3 published novels out now and 2 novellas, which are not in print. They're digital only. And I'm getting ready to move into the world of cozy fantasy.
Oh, okay.
I'm very excited about it. This is nobody knows this yet, but I'm getting ready to launch a Kickstarter for the first book in the cozy fantasy series. So if you like fairy tale retellings and cozy fantasy romance and baby goats, you might want to keep an eye out for that Kickstarter, which is going to be, I'm going to start sharing information about that soon.
Wow. Okay. Cafe listeners, look at Gabrielle spilling the tea early on.
Nobody knows about this.
Tea. Oh my goodness. She just gave us an exclusive. I love it. I love it. I love it. And guys, if you are just joining us, you know what to do. Like, tag, and share. Tell a friend, look, grab some hot cocoa, grab some hot tea, because we're getting ready to hang out with a Gabrielle on today. Oh, and I got to say, grab some hot coffee for my coffee lovers as well. Okay, they are joining us. I love it. Tiffany, thank you so much for joining us of Tiff's Happy Place. We got Helen Gibson. Helen, oh my goodness. Let me just tell you, Gabrielle for me is like the queen of meet cutes. Okay, I love her meet cutes in her story as well. And Helen said that she's cozy fantasy. Never read that genre, but interesting. I love that. Well, guys, we are going to talk about her latest release, and let me just tell you, this particular story, I follow the Host of Falls series. So again, I'm going to get Gabrielle to tell us a little bit about that series for those who you may be new to it. But tonight, this is her latest one. I don't know if you guys can see that. It is Falling for His Fake Girlfriend. Gabrielle, before we get into Falling for His Fake Girlfriend, can you tell us a little bit about the Host of Falls series as a whole? And for some of you guys that don't know, Gabrielle's stories is a lot of small town, large families. Give us a little bit of tea about that.
So I'm actually the oldest of 8 kids. And so anything I write, there's like a lot of family, whether it's found family or most of them have found family in some way. But there's a lot of large families because that's what I know. And so when I first came up with the Host of Falls series, the Palmer family, there's 5 siblings, which seems small to me, but it's large for most people. And so this actually, the first book that popped into my head, like fully formed, is Falling for His Fake Girlfriend. But I realized that it wasn't chronologically the first one. And so I went back and I wrote the first 2 siblings who fell in love. And now it's finally Kyle and Natalie's turn.
Yes, I love that. So guys, you got a little bit of tea. When the Host of Falls series first came to her, this is the story that came to her first, but it's actually like the 3rd story or 3.0, because there is like a little short is there like a short prequel to this particular series as well? Now, let's talk a little bit about, you told us about Host of Falls. I want to talk about these tropes a little bit before we get into it, because like I said, guys, she jam packs us with the tropes, and I'm here for it all. Okay, I'm here for it all. So the first one, I love it, guys, because there is a Christmas wedding. Okay, and Helen, let me tell you, Helen, there's some drama. Okay, let's just say this: if you've read any of the books in the series, his ex-girlfriend, okay, Ashley, if I'm not mistaken, Ashley, she's gonna be in attendance at the wedding, but she's gonna be there with his cousin. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that as that. Okay, so it's messy. It is messy. Okay, and then good old our friend Natalie. If you're keeping up with the series, Natalie is best friends with Cal's sister. Okay, I'm trying to paint a picture for you guys with Cal's sister, and so in a previous book there was a wedding where Cal's sister actually met the guy that she's marrying, which is the wedding that they're at. Okay, so I'm painting this picture. But because Ashley was going to possibly be at that wedding too, they was like, well, why don't you go with Cal and y'all like fake date for a while? Because I mean, she's from a large family, and you know, large families, they're gonna be all in your business. So they knew that this wasn't gonna be like a one-time fake dating. They had to like, this was, they were dating or whatever. But all of this is fake. Okay, so I think I kind of brought y'all up to speed, okay, of what is going on. So let's talk about these tropes a little bit. Gabrielle, did you want to add anything? Because I tried to sum it up for the people.
You got it. You got it pretty well.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's talk about best friend's brother. Okay, I love a good sibling's best friend. Okay, so let's talk about that trope. What did you know that that's what this one of the tropes that was going to be in this book, or it just came later?
So I married my brother's best friend.
Oh, okay.
So,
got a little real life.
These books have a lot of real life in them. Kyle and Natalie's story pretty much just dropped into my head fully formed. And I realized pretty early on Natalie's place in the family, that she was Caitlin's best friend, and she was basically living with them. And if anyone knows me and my husband, you'll recognize that maybe. But and so I knew that she was, you know, there was this sibling and best friend dynamic going on there. And it was just so much fun to watch it play out, especially as I wrote Caitlin's story, the sister's story, after I wrote this one, but it came out before this one came out. And just seeing those relationships build over the first two books before we finally get to this one, and you see Kyle and Natalie's relationship finally unfold. So it's really special to me, especially because, you know, I married my brother's best friend.
I love it. Look, and Helen said, oh my, I've actually never met anyone who married their sibling's best friend. Well, there you go. After author Gabrielle Landi, alive and in the flesh. And guys, okay, I'm gonna say these titles for you. Write them down. We'll be sure to put them in the comment section. But you can read these as a standalone. But okay, so I will let Gabrielle tell you the title of each one. Go ahead, Gabrielle.
So the first one is Falling for the Heiress. It's brother Keith's story. And then the second one is Falling for Her Client, and that's sister Caitlin's story. And then the third one is Falling for His Fake Girlfriend, and that is the oldest brother Kyle's story. And then in the middle, there's an extra novella with his sister's story, which was fun to write. But that one's digital only, and that's Falling for His Patient.
And guys, let me just tell you, I absolutely loved Falling for His Patient. The book that actually introduced me to Gabrielle was Falling for Her Client. And I inboxed Gabrielle and I was like, Gabrielle, that was the meet cute of all meet cutes. Okay. Oh my gosh. She's a photographer. Let me just tell you, and I have been hooked on Gabrielle's books ever since. So let me just tell you, if you just started with Falling for His Fake Girlfriend, that's fine. The way that the book is written, you won't be lost. But let me just tell you, you're going to want to go back and get those other books as well. Now, Gabrielle, before let's finish talking about the tropes, and then I want to go back to the cover and the title. So we found out that's going to be best friend's brother, found family. Oh my goodness. Tell us a little bit about that with this story.
So growing up with 7 siblings, I always we have an incredibly close family bond. And so I have just this deep urge for everyone to have a family, whether they have a biological family or not. And so found family is huge in all of my books, just because everyone should have a family, whether they're blood or not. Everyone deserves those kind of bonds. And so It pops up, and not so much other than Natalie in these books, but in a lot of my other books that I've written, all those practice books I mentioned, it's in all of those. And then, these ones I wanted to put a large family in there because that's my experience. But in my upcoming book, found family is huge. And so Natalie has that found family experience with the Palmers.
And I love it, guys. And the way that Gabrielle, I'm telling you, is so lifelike with the sibling banter. With if you come from a large family, or if you have siblings, and just with the mother and the dad, I mean, just all of it. I'm so here for it. And Gabrielle does an amazing job with that. Okay, so Gabrielle, we got to talk about this one. Oh my goodness. Forced proximity, only one bed. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was like
I'm a sucker for that trope. I'm just a sucker for it. No excuses, never experienced that in real life. But that one, I'm a total sucker for that trope. So I was like,
I love that.
I knew the thing with fake dating. Really, the thought that sparked the whole fake dating thing was like, what happens if someone is fake dating, but it's not just one date? Like, it's an ongoing established relationship, but it's fake.
Yeah.
And then, well, how do you make that even more dramatic? I was like, one bed, duh. So
right.
It is a clean romance, sweet romance, however, whatever term you prefer. So they don't do anything more than snuggle in the bed. But
and get to know each other, because there are some vulnerable conversations that they have. There's some laughable moments as well, but there are some vulnerable conversations that they actually find out about, each other, or what have you too. And guys, as we said, this was like a long-term, like, fake dating. So after a while, they both kind of was catching feelings. Okay. Like, could this be, or whatever. But if you are just joining us, we are hanging out with Gabrielle Landi on today. She is the author of the Hostile Falls series. And today we're talking about the latest release, which is Falling for His Fake Girlfriend. And guys, if you love a quick Christmas read, I'm going to tell you, you will love this story, and you will be so team Kyle and Natalie. Okay, trust me, you'll be team Kyle and Natalie. Now, Gabrielle, I want to talk a little bit about the title. Of course, guys, once you get into the book, the title would totally make sense. But originally, when you came out, since this was the first thing that came to you, their story, did you already have the title, or it kind of evolved later on?
I am terrible at titles. I'm so bad at them. I hate titles because I can't sum up an entire book in a title. So I just called it fake dating. Like it was fake dating in my head.
Okay.
And then once I figured out the series titles, because I wanted them all to match. So once I figured out I was just going to do Falling For, it kind of fell in. So here's a little fun tidbit. I really struggled with whether I wanted it to be fake girlfriend or fake boyfriend, because in my head
it could go either way, right? Because they both were fake, right?
But I decided, because there's actually another book out there with the title Falling for His Fake Girlfriend, and there isn't a book Falling for His Fake Boyfriend. But I decided that I wanted it to be from the Palmer family's point of view. So in Caitlin's book, it's falling for her client. In Keith's book, it's falling for the heiress. So I decided to stick with that, and it's from the Palmer family's point of view. And so it's falling for his fake girlfriend. So
nice. I love that.
That was a struggle.
I love that. Now, okay, tell us a little bit about this cover. And guys, if you have seen any of her other covers or what have you, the couples are generally, they're gazing into each other's eyes. This one, they're all bundled up. Yes, that is, check out those covers. Tell us a little bit about this cover. And if you want to talk about the other covers as well, because they're so nice.
So another fun fact, this book originally had a different cover. I had a cover
where okay. So guys, you are getting the tea.
I know. Nobody knows this, actually. I had a cover where they were sitting side by side in a bed. And it fit the vibe of the story. It fit like the situation, but it wasn't right. And I was like, I don't like it. It doesn't like, I wasn't thrilled about the cover. And I was like, you know what? I need to be thrilled about the cover. And so I went searching
Okay.
again, found another picture, and I was like, nope, this is the one. So this one, you know,
This is
it's
the
winter
one.
because it's a Christmas novel. The font is red because it's Christmas. So I'm
Yes.
so much happier with how this cover came out. So glad I changed it. But yeah, because the first one, I just wasn't in love with it. And I was like, you know what? No, I need to be in love with the cover.
Well, I love it. And we love this cover too. So thank you for grabbing this one as well. Guys, if you are just joining us, we are hanging out with Gabrielle Landi on today. Her latest book, of Falling for His Fake Girlfriend. It is live and in color, and it is available now, as well as the other books in this series. Now, Gabrielle, I want to ask you this question, and someone had it in the audience. Okay, Tiffany's trying to get a little bit of tea. She said, "How does the hubby feel about your book paralleling life a little bit?"
So my husband isn't a reader, so he hasn't read any of the books. And before anyone gets all upset, I don't mind that. I am okay with that. He supports me in other ways, and I don't mind that he doesn't read them. So I don't know how much he knows about all of the details of it, but I don't think he minds. If he minded, I wouldn't put it in there. There's nothing like the actual romance itself isn't anything like from our story. It's just a lot of the same tropes. So
Gotcha. I love that. I love that. And Veronica, you are so right. Drama keeps the story interesting. And guys, let me just tell you, there is
there's a lot.
drama. Okay. There is some Helen and Tiffany, Jennifer, there is some clutching your pearls drama. Okay.
It's the third book in
There
the
is
series.
okay.
It's got to be
No.
dramatic.
Okay. You said what, Gabrielle?
I said it's the third book in the
There
series.
you
It
go.
has to be dramatic. Got to keep upping it.
I love it. I love it. Look, Gabrielle, one of my favorite drama fill scenes is the gingerbread house making contest. Guys, okay,
That's
I'm gonna
actually
need you to read it
part
so
of
you'll
that is
know.
the snippet I was going to read.
Oh, exciting! See,
But
guys,
not
see,
the drama
she's
part.
gonna read that.
So I wasn't going to read the drama part, though. They have to read the books to read the drama part.
Yes, to get the drama. I was cracking up. I was like, oh my goodness. And there are several scenes that is drama felt that I was like, I was like, say what? And then especially, Ashley, I was like, really, Ashley? But I love this book. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're hanging out with Gabrielle Landi, Falling for His Fake Girlfriend. Let's talk about the characters a little bit. And of course, guys, if you've read some of the other stories, you are familiar with Natalie, you're familiar with Kyle, you're familiar with Caitlin, you're familiar with Ashley, you're familiar with the cousin, the parents, the Palmer family as a whole. You're familiar with them. But let me reiterate, if you are new to Gabrielle Landi and this is the first book that you've read, again, she does write it in a way that you will not feel lost, but you will definitely want to go back and read the other books in the series. I know for my fast readers out there like Helen and Mama Tony and Tiffany, you could probably read it in one sitting. It is just that good, page turning good. Okay,
I reread them in one sitting.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about Cal's character. If you had to describe Cal to us, what would you say about him?
Kyle is dependable. He's very steady, and he always wants to do what's best for Natalie. He's like, he's got that older brother vibe going on. Not that I don't have any older brothers. I'm the oldest. But my next brother and I, we both acted like oldest a lot. And so I gave Kyle some of my brother's best qualities, and that older brother, dependable, always there, always doing the best he can for everybody. And that's just who Kyle is.
I love that. And the fact that you said that, again, guys, this is not too much of a spoiler because it's kind of at the beginning. Okay, so guys, Natalie is not really like a drinker, like not really, whatever. So they are having like a I guess it's kind of like a joint bachelor's, yeah, like, and they're at this this bar or whatever, and she gets stoned, guys. She gets like can't remember where you at, like about to fall asleep, like she gets wasted. Okay, y'all already know Cal to the rescue. I mean, it wasn't like he was just gonna like drop her off and just leave. No, he took her home. He made sure she got home safely, got in bed, and Cal went and got in the on the couch. Okay, but she didn't know this till she wake up. So when she wake up, she's like, and if I'm not mistaken, Gabrielle, didn't he put like some pain medicine like on the counter next to her with some water because he knew the next morning or what have you. Now, mind you, the next morning they also got to get up early because they got to head out. It's a destination wedding. Okay, it's a destination wedding at this cabin or what have you. I was like, okay, Cal. I was like, book boyfriend goals. So guys, even though they was fake dating, like he really did take care of Natalie and want her best interest in mind. So when Gabrielle said that, I was like, yes, that is so Cal. That's so Cal.
Yep.
So what was like writing that scene as well? What was going through your writing mind?
So Natalie doesn't drink. Like, this was very out of character. Her whole life is changing and being thrown upside down. It's very much everything. She feels like the world is ending. And so she drinks a little more than she usually does. So for me, it was, I'm very much Natalie, but I've never gotten drunk. And so for me, it was kind of like, what would I do in that situation? Not like that I would ever get in that situation, but like, what would I want? And I don't know. It was weird because I don't usually, like, this is like the most alcohol has ever played a part in any of my books. Mm-hmm. And it was just kind of strange to write that scene, but it felt like it needed to happen for Natalie to realize like how much her life was going to change and how much was going to be there. So yeah, it was very out there,
especially with her. And I was going to say, especially with her background as well, from like her family and her past or what have you, and all of this change happening at once, guys. Because I mean, her best friend is getting married. Her and her best friend are roommates, and her best friend is getting married. So of course, once they get married, that her roommate is going to move out. In addition to that, and then her and Kyle are fake dating. But I mean, guys, it's been a while. So she's kind of like, I kind of like him, but Kyle is the type based upon what happened with his ex-girlfriend. Remember, we told you she cheated on him with his cousin. So he's like, okay, I ain't really feeling like a serious committed relationship right now. I'm still, whatever. So imagine all of that. But tell us a little bit about Natalie's character. How would you describe her? 3 words, 5 words, or what have you?
Natalie is very cautious. She's very reserved and cautious. And so for her to actually go for it with Kyle is very scary for her.
Yes. I would definitely agree. Well, Gabrielle, I know that with the little bit of drama we've told them about, I know they're on the edge of their seats just to hear a little snippet of falling for his fake girlfriend. I want to allow you the time to kind of set the scene of what you're getting ready to read for us.
Yes, so I'm going to read one of my favorite scenes because this scene is pulled directly from my real life. So I'm going to read the scene where they have a gingerbread competition. And one of my family's annual Christmas traditions, we just finished it. Thursday night is family night for my family. And so we paint ornaments every year. And it's a huge deal. If you shake the table, like everybody freaks out because they're doing precision painting on their ornament. And so it's like this huge deal. So when I was writing the gingerbread scene, it's awesome. I have ornaments going back 27 years. And my kids are doing it now. It's so fun to watch their painting. So anyway, when I was writing the gingerbread scene, I was like, you know what? They can't shake the table. And so, this is a tiny snippet of my favorite part of the gingerbread scene. And this is from Kyle's point of view. I don't know if I don't know if that changes. I haven't reread this snippet since I picked it. By the time everyone was there and the gingerbread kits were laid out with bowls and bags of candy, icing, and other decorations everywhere, it was nearly 10 o'clock. The rules are as follows, Dad said, standing at the head of the table. Each pair is permitted to work only on their own structure and no one else's. No sharing of ideas or suggestions is allowed. If you are asked to pass something and it is closest to you, you must do so. Am I missing anything? No shaking the table, a chorus of Palmer voices echoed. Well, that goes without saying, Dad said, which was followed by most of us muttering and complaining about how people always shook the table, and it definitely did not go without saying. Please don't threaten my son if he shakes the table, Sarah said, gesturing at Ricky, who was munching what looked like a wall of their structure. Grandchildren are allowed to do as they please, Mom said, and the rest of us groaned. Because my kids are always shaking the table.
There you guys have it. That's a little bit of the gingerbread scene. Like we said, she gave you a little snippet of before they got started. But Helen, there is some drama there. Okay, I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. Well, Gabrielle, of course, you know we got to play a round of this or that, but it is this or that Christmas edition, my friend. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I love Christmas.
Yes, me too. All right, let's get started. All right, hot cocoa or eggnog?
Hot chocolate, definitely. Preferably with peppermint in it.
Oh, okay, okay. Christmas wreath or Christmas ribbon?
Ribbon.
Okay. White lights or colored lights?
I love white lights, but my kids like colored lights. So we've had colored lights for a while now.
Okay. This is a Christmas tree question. Artificial tree or real tree?
I love real trees, but my husband likes fake. And so we have fake. Because he doesn't want to get a real one.
Okay. Okay. Gabrielle, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Christmas Day. I love Christmas Day. Although today is kind of our Christmas Eve because my family does Christmas on the 22nd so that we can all go be with our various in-laws on Christmas Day. So I'm actually skipping out on part of my family's Christmas Eve to be here.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much. I love that. I love that. Okay, guys, there you have it. And thank you so much for doing a round of this or that with us on today as well. And of course, guys, you know that there is a giveaway, and I'm going to allow Gabrielle to share with us what her giveaway is going to be on tonight.
So I'm going to give away an ebook copy of Falling for His Fake Girlfriend.
I love it. I love it. Guys, you already know how we do it here at the cafe. I'm going to go up and down the comment section. And one of you, when Gabrielle tells me when to stop, you will be a winner of an ebook copy of A Falling for His Fake Girlfriend. Okay, let's see. I am ready when you are. Okay.
All right. And stop.
Okay. Veronica Lockett, who says her big brother is similar. You are the winner of an ebook copy of Falling for His Fake Girlfriend. If you will inbox me your email information, I will get that over to Gabrielle and we will get that out to you as well. And Gabrielle, I definitely wanted you to see what Tiffany said. She said she loved the family tradition to start early and be available for the in-laws. Yes, I love that. I love that. I love that. Guys, if you have been hanging out with us, we have been hanging out with Gabrielle Landi, who has definitely spilled some tea about Falling for His Fake Girlfriend. It is live and in color and it is available. And I'm going to allow Gabrielle to tell us how can we get our hands on a copy of this book and any of the other books in the series as well.
Yeah, so they are all on Amazon at the moment. They're all in Kindle Unlimited, but not for much longer. I'm getting ready to pull them out of Kindle Unlimited so I can use them for the Kickstarter for the Cozy Fantasy that I mentioned. So if you are a Kindle Unlimited user, definitely get them before they come out of Kindle Unlimited. And then the paperbacks are also on Amazon. And hopefully, if all goes well, I'll have them more available soon. I just haven't had time to get them up everywhere else.
I love that. There you have it, guys. You can go to Amazon and you can order any of the books. If, of course, you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read it through Kindle Unlimited. But if not, you can purchase them as well. And guys, let me just tell you, I love this series. You might as well just go ahead and get all of them because you will be hooked and to be able to read them back to back. Okay, I'm telling you, I'm giving it the Angela's Literary
And they're
Cafe
really
stamp
pretty.
of approval. Yes, yes, they are novellas, so they are quick reads as well. Like I said, if you like all the tropes, stories with all the feels, if you like a little bit of laughter, small town, large families, I'm so here for it as well. All right, Gabrielle, please share with the individual. Well, before you tell us how we can stay connected with you, can you share with us what did you enjoy about writing Falling for His Fake Girlfriend and Natalie and Kyle's story?
I just love their banter and the way they play off of each other while still taking care of each other. It makes me feel
Yes.
happy. they're so good at teasing each other, but still taking care of each other.
Exactly. And then they also had like each other's back. Like if either one of them was in like a sticky situation or in an uncomfortable situation, they were right there to cover each other's back. There is one scene, and I won't give it all. And Gabrielle, you probably know what I'm talking about. The scene at the wedding in the hallway. I was like, man, oh my goodness. There are swoon-worthy moments. Y'all know I love a swoon-worthy book, okay? There's some swooning in here. Like I said, there's some clutching your pearls. There's some laughter. There's some drama. It is indeed a story with all the feels. I definitely give it Angela's Literary Cafe stamp of approval for you guys to enjoy. And it's a quick Christmas read as well. Gabrielle, it has been amazing hanging out with you on today. I want for you to share with us, how can we stay connected with you, my friend?
I am on most of the social medias as at Landi Writes, so Landi Writes, and I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads. I think that's most of them. I've pretty much given up on Twitter since it's not Twitter anymore. And my website is GabrielleLandi.com.
I love it. And there you have it, guys. Make sure you're following her at GabrielleLandi.com. And Gabrielle, is there a newsletter that they can sign up for you as well?
There is a newsletter. Yep. It's at GabrielleLandi.com/newsletter is where you can sign up. I think there's also a widget.
I love that. I love that. And also, I know for Helen, she said that again, guys, if you follow her, you'll see that when she has new releases, sometimes she'll do a call to read ARC copies as well. So if you follow her and she has a new book coming out, sometimes she does an open call for ARC copies to read an advanced reader copy. So hey, check her out for that as well. And I tell you guys, if you love a small town, if you love a clean read, all of that good stuff, stories with all the feels, if you love a meet cute, I have to say that yes, think of Hallmark movie, all that good stuff. Gabrielle Landi is the author for you as well. Thank you, Letitia, for joining us. She says, thank you for being here this evening. Merry Christmas to you and yours. I love it as well. Guys, that is our show on today. Again, thank you so much, Gabrielle Landi, for hanging out with us. We know that you have time, that you have some set some time aside to hang out with your family and celebrate the holidays. So again, for you to stop by the cafe, we are so appreciative of that. And saying that, I want to allow you, my friend, to have the last words of what you want to say to the people.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you read any of the books, I really hope you enjoy them. I love writing sweet romance that has, like she said, great meet cutes and swoony endings. And I love that Hallmark movie feel with just a couple sweet kisses and the happy ending. So yeah, thanks for watching.
I love that. I love that. Well, again, Gabrielle, thank you so much for joining us at the cafe. Thank all of you for joining us at the cafe. And of course, once you read Falling for His Fake Girlfriend, leave a review. I know that Gabrielle Landi will be so appreciative for that. Sign up for her newsletter as well. Follow her on social media. And as we always say, have an amazing day because we're having an amazing day. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye. Get you a copy of Falling for His Fake Girlfriend.